what's going on? I'm Jackie Montgomery here with Jason Saghini, and that is a wrap for the 2014 AT&T MLS All-Star Game with the All-Stars coming out on top 2-1 over Bayern Munich.
Yeah, phenomenal game. It was exciting. Bayern Munich went up 1-0, but then the MLS All-Stars were able to come back, led by the league's leading scorer, Bradley Wright Phillips. What a strike that was from him.
That was a beauty.
And then the second goal, it's just fitting that it's Landon Donovan scoring the game-winning goal, and it came from a pass from Diego Valeri, the hometown hero. So you really couldn't ask for anything more here in this All-Star game.
Now, aside from those two players, obviously Landon getting his 14th MLS All-Star selection, big deal for him and the MVP, but who else stuck out to you in this match?
I mentioned Diego Valeri. I was really impressed by him. He had all the little passes going, the back heels and stuff like that. He really put on a show. But in the first half, it was Thierry Henry, and Henry he put in balls. He just missed Obafemi Martins on one play, just missed Graham Zusi on another. He was really doing what Thierry Henry does, and that's why Bradley Wright Phillips is the top scorer in the league.
Thierry being Thierry.
Right.
Well, now you mentioned Henry, and it was very fitting when he came off today.
Yep.
Now, most of the starters, they left at the first half. He was left on for the start of the second half, was taken out shortly after to a standing ovation. Now, what do you think that signifies?
Well, it definitely seems like this is going to be his last All-Star game. There's a lot of speculation that this is going to be his last year as a professional soccer player, and it was fitting that the fans were able to kind of reward him with that standing ovation. And I think you'll probably see things like that throughout the rest of the season in MLS as people say goodbye to one of the all-time greats in all of soccer.
I did get the chance to chat with him after the game, and he was being very coy. He said, "This may or may not be my last MLS All-Star match," so you definitely check out that interview. Maybe gives you some clues to what the future holds for Thierry Henry. Now, also, there was an interesting little tidbit at the very end between Pep and Caleb Porter. What happened?
Yeah, Caleb Porter went to shake Pep's hand at the end of the game, and Pep kind of just gave him a little
finger shake, not the handshake, the finger shake.
It wasn't an overly physical game, but there were two plays that stood out. Ozzie Alonso and Will Johnson, both with late tackles. They both got yellow carded. In a 90-minute game, as much as it's a friendly, the guys are playing for a lot of pride. They went into tackles late. I talked to Will Johnson after the game, and he said he felt terrible about it. He just said, "I got there late. I nothing I could do." We'll see what happens at the post-game press conference and see what Pep says, but I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. You shake the guy's hand after the game. It was a well-played game. Both teams were fighting hard.
Absolutely. Well, big result for the MLS All-Stars. 2-1 win over Bayern Munich as that wraps up the 2014 AT&T MLS All-Star Game here in Portland, Oregon.